looking at guys that did come from overseas, we got Luka Doncic, who is killing this year. He's averaging nearly a triple-double. Do y'all think he's MVP worthy this year, or is there a slight possibility he's overrated or overhyped this year? What do y'all think?
Oh man, all right, that is a very good question. My thoughts on that is that one, Luka Doncic is nowhere near overrated. Nowhere near.
Okay.
He's taking this game to a whole nother level. Like last year, he had his Rookie of the Year campaign, and the fact that he's upped this game even more to where he's averaging a triple-double with 30 points. It's not just averaging a triple-double with just like, oh, I'm averaging 10, 10, and 10, you know? But the fact that he's one of the league leaders in scoring, and he's second in assists. I think he's top 5 in scoring, and then like number 2 in assists behind LeBron. And then he's averaging over 10 boards per game as a guard / small forward. I think he's played the 3 before. But he's still showing that he can dominate against the league's best. Like, it's very hard to contain. Like, he snapped. I mean, he was one of the reasons why the Lakers lost their 10-game win streak the other day. He's showing that he's grown maturely. Like, he's matured very much. You know, his game has translated, has carried over. He is basically using one of James Harden's patented moves. I think perhaps better than him.
Really?
Because Luka's being more efficient with his shooting compared to James Harden. My thing is James Harden put up 50 on 30, 38%, less than 40% from the field. Like, James Harden has had more nights where he's struggled and he's done the exact same move. Luka, on the other, and I'm sorry, let me add this. James Harden's game is based off of the ISO ball. Luka, on the other hand, is flowing within the offense that has been presented to him. He's a great team player to work with. And do I think he's an MVP candidate? Yes, just because of the fact that his game has flowed within the team offense. And he's helping his team win games, you know. And then he has one of the best bigs in the league in Kristaps Porzingis to work with, you know. He has a solid ball club around him, and the Mavericks are actually balling out, and they're actually winning games. That's the key thing. With the MVP award, you have to have the narrative. You have to have that narrative. It's not, I don't think it's just about being the best team in the league. You have to have the narrative with it. If you can be the best and have the narrative, oh man, go ahead and hand the MVP award, you know. But the fact that Luka's in the Western Conference, where you got to deal with teams like the Lakers, the Clippers, the Nuggets, the Phoenix Suns even balling out. You got Portland on the come up. You still got Spurs, Greg Popovich. You got Spurs balling out, still doing their thing. The Houston Rockets. Like, in a very tough Western Conference, the fact that Luka is balling out. Like I say, he's averaging 30 points per game, 10 rebounds, 9 assists. Come on. What else is there that needs to be said about that? Can he win MVP? Absolutely. Do I think he will? No. I think he'll be top 3 candidate, but he won't win out. But that's a whole nother discussion on who the other two are.
Bro,
Exactly.
All right, so Luka's definitely not overrated. LeBron gave him, saying the stamp of he's a bad mofo on Instagram, and he said it to the press. Like you said, man, Luka been balling since 16, 14 years old. He been getting MVPs in his home country in the overseas league as well before he got drafted. We've seen him hoop, but I don't think nobody's seen him hoop like this. And like you said, 30 plus triple doubles, hooping. As far as the James Harden thing, as James Harden, the offense, Luka's technically the offense. Him and KP are the Mavericks offense. You can't. Like, I know what you're saying, but you gotta maybe it's the way you word it. You know what I'm saying?
I say my wording. I can take that.
Jesus, Shuttlesworth over here, Pete Chooks. So okay, I can see that. MVP, the way he's hooping, like you said, I think he definitely can be top 3. Now, will he get it? Another topic, and I also believe the narrative thing. That's a really big persuader in the judges' votes. Man, if he continues to win and ball the way he is, sky's the limit for this guy. People are already talking about him and KP winning a couple championships in the future, so we'll see how that goes. Keep hooping, Luka. I'm all for you.
Yeah, honestly, Luka's been balling. I didn't know how necessarily this was gonna work out, but he's been doing his thing. Porzingis, he's had some kind of games, but he's adjusting. He's been out for a year with an injury. I'll take some issue with some of the things you said too.
What issues do you take?
He's using the step back better than James Harden.
Low.
That's tough. That's tough. Like you said, talking about the narrative. He has a narrative. He's doing his thing. He's young, very young. Averaging nearly a triple-double, 30 plus a game. James Harden's almost averaging 40 points a game.
I was about to say just
Them dudes are. Well, you're right. The Mavericks have won 2 more games than the Rockets. James Harden, I definitely say he has a lesser roster than Luka does over there. Only other player I would say is Westbrook, and Westbrook has been injured for a lot of the season. Compared to KCP, Seth Curry, you got guys that are kind of, reasonable over there. You got a lot of guys that Dallas has made some pretty reasonable moves on. And then, like I said, going back to the ISO ball thing, that's the offense. Like I said, it's all situational basketball. Luka, don't get twisted, is definitely playing a lot of ISO ball, but situational. The Rockets, that's their thing. They love that. That's what they need. They need a guy that's going to be able to create buckets for himself and be able to create buckets for the team. So a lot of times they're getting as many shots up as possible, even if they're good or bad shots. You got a guy that's going to have to make a play for the team. So, yeah, a lot of them might be ISO points, but, that just means the guy in front of you can't guard you. So,
All right. Let me reword my phrases here. All right. So, yes, Luka does seem to have a better roster, but my thing is Houston is still a legit contender. Like I said, you got the Westbrook, you got the Clint Capella, you still got PJ Tucker. You still got solid guys on the Houston Rockets. So it's not even Luka has a better roster than James Harden. Okay? Alright, all I'm saying is that just Luka has proven to be a very efficient ball player. Like, I didn't expect him to come into his second year in the league. And I put Trae Young up in this category too. For both of these guys to come into their second year in the league. That's like Devin Booker was the last player who did that before these two guys. But to come into the second year and ball out as much as they have, and then Luka, like I said, he's won 2 more games than the Rockets. He's taken down the Lakers. Like, he's won games. He's proven to be that clutch player the Dallas Mavericks have needed. Kristaps Porzingis, he's coming back from an injury that kept him out for a whole year. You had your franchise player Dirk Nowitzki just retire, so you didn't even know where you were going to really go after that. But the fact that Luka has stepped into the role as young as he is, and now he has a better roster. Talking about the Mavericks winning a couple of championships in the future, after the LeBrons, KDs, ADs, after they all retire, absolutely, they could run the league. But as of right now, will that happen? No.
I agree. I agree with you saying that. I ain't gonna lie. The left-handed bandit thing, my guy James Harden.
Yeah.
Almost averaging 40 points a game, and he's not efficient. Imagine if my man is efficient with
That's
the
the
volume shots.
Efficient. He's shooting 3% lower.
I'm about to say percentage.
He's facing double teams,
triple teams.
you
gotta also this is for all hoopers,
bro. Their offense.
Yeah. Bro, he's hoopers can all relate to this. You bringing the ball up 70-80% of the time out of like a 40 to possibly 60-minute game. That's a lot of energy he's exerting. So for him, that's a lot of legs. And he's not the best defender, but we have to start respecting my man on defense as far as steals.
Okay. Not forget he has led the league in steals a couple times.
Talk till you preaching to the choir.
All right.
I'm just saying that's tough. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's like you gotta get my man. And like you said, the narrative. If Harden averages 40 points, that's maybe a slightly stronger narrative than what Luka can say, in my opinion.
Well.
I'm just saying. I don't think anyone's averaged 40 points in a while.
Well, the Mavericks, will they be better than the Rockets this year? Is that what you're saying?
Is this a hot take?
All right, you know what? Hot take. I have to say it depends. I can't give a definite yes or no answer. But the reason why I can't give that is the fact, like you said, health. It will be a very key thing for the Houston Rockets. Okay. But I'd say as of right now, yes, just because the Rockets aren't healthy. If the Rockets were full strength, because I know the Rockets don't have Eric Gordon, who's their sixth man, who's normally their sniper coming off the bench. They don't have him playing right now. What? Okay, am I wrong?
I'm listening.
All I'm saying is that team health is going to be key for the Houston Rockets. James Harden could put up all the numbers in the world. Yeah. But the thing is, though, you can still lose those games at the end of the day. Because the whole thing is, it could be a narrative like the Warriors emphasized with the Cavs when LeBron was going to the finals. Make LeBron do all the work, take everybody else out. You take everybody else out, you'll beat them out at the end of the day.
How many people can take out James Harden?
But I'm just saying, I'm not saying you take out James Harden. It's like James Harden does his thing. You take everybody else on the roster out. Westbrook, the fact that, the last game, the dude shot 7 for 27 from the field, 0 for 6 from 3. Come on.
James Harden can beat you, I think, by himself. In a regular season game, for sure.
Okay, I'm about
over 7?
Playoffs.
But I said it's a better record.
Better record. It'll be tight. It'll be tight. It'll be a tight thing because the whole thing is Luka Doncic has shown that he's not going to slow down. He's not going to slow down. And I think when Porzingis comes back, comes into tuition and really starts balling out like he was before he got hurt, I feel that's really gonna be back and forth battle. But I just say it depends on team health though. It really does. Because if KP goes down again, then that's gonna be a totally different story for the Dallas Mavericks.
What if Luka does go
down? If Luka goes down, forget about it.
I'm not even saying sure he could.
I'm just saying Luka could go down.
He's already starting to slow down.
Yeah.
He had a string of 30-point games. He's had now his last 3 games. He's had 20.
The fact, like I said, it can
he's
happen.
Struggling to great. You know what I'm saying? They hit 20 now.
It can happen. But my thing is James Harden too. He could go down too. I'm just saying.
My guys. James had about a week or 4 or 5 games. He had 60 plus straight last season.
Right.
So all I'm saying is that well, okay. All right.
It's the Shuttlesworth. Be careful.
All right. I can't even say it's gonna be team health with the Rockets. I feel that it could help. It could hurt their seeding.
Oh yeah.
It would definitely hurt the seeding.
For sure.
But will it basically prohibit them from being better than the Dallas Mavericks? No. So hot take. The Houston Rockets will be better than the Dallas Mavericks at the end of the day.
That's not.
But it's not even.
That's what we already said. You want to say the Mavericks? Stand on it, Dave.
All right.
Stand on it.
Same guy. No. Best player in the league.
But
what happened to Giannis? He not an MVP candidate this year?
No, he is. He is. Most definitely, he is. But I'd say the fact that all I'm saying is that the Dallas Mavericks are my dark horse.
Okay.
The Dallas Mavericks are my dark horse to make the playoffs, and perhaps depending on who they play, they could potentially make a run in the West. Because this is the best I've seen of the Dallas Mavericks in a long time, ever since they won in 2011. So the fact that they're balling out as much as they are my dark horse right now. So I would put it that way. So if y'all come for me in the comments, look, I fixed myself. All right.
Get him.
Yeah, I can definitely say Luka is gonna be in the MVP consideration. I'd probably just say you probably have LeBron and probably usual suspects. James Harden, Giannis, you might see in the race again. I think the Giannis hype is kind of fell off though. Mm-hmm. I haven't been seeing as much coverage about Giannis. He's kind of putting up the same numbers. He's still dominating. Yeah. The Bucks are still like the best team in the East.
13 straight. Don't get Eastern Conference. They are in the East, but they've won 13 straight for the first time since 80s.
They are balling. They're balling. So I can still see him being an MVP candidate. I don't know what else I would say today. If the Suns can mess around and not be the worst team in the league, I can definitely see them having maybe D Book as an MVP candidate.
The Suns are nowhere near the worst team in the league.
Oubre being caught too.
Oh yeah, no. They're in the playoffs right now.
That's what I'm saying. They're the 8th seed.
They are, but I mean, is they gonna finish it?
I
think they gonna stay there.
Isn't Devin Booker still in the 50-50-90 club?
Are the Suns gonna stay there?
I'd say it's gonna be reliant on. I can't say.
We need to pull back the old footage. Did I say the Suns was gonna be good? I feel like I was laughed at when I said they were gonna be. I don't know.
I wasn't expecting. No. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna say for myself, I was not expecting the Suns to be as good of a ball club as they have been this season. You've had players. You've had players step up to the plate. I mean, besides Devin Booker, you had Kelly Oubre Jr. stepping up to the plate. For sure. Aaron Baines, I think is the most improved player candidate. Okay. You know, he's adding the 3-point. He's adding the one of them. I didn't say he was top.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
I didn't say he was top.
I'm looking at the hot takes, David.
No. I'm just saying
you better stand on it.
No, I'm standing by it. He is a most improved player candidate, but I did not say that he's like top 3 or anything like that. No.
Okay.
No. But he's definitely, if you could list like maybe 10 most improved player candidates, I think you could put Aaron Baines up in that category. 10. I said 10. Okay. I didn't say 5. I didn't say no 3 or 7. Nope, I'm saying 10. Okay. So I'm standing by it. My thing is, y'all seen the way his game is translated. Though Aaron Baines has a 3-point jumper, you know, he's doing this thing. He's helping Devin Booker lead the Suns to wins. The whole thing is, if you've watched him play.
Don't forget about Wade Poppy.
I was about to say, shout out to the Wade Poppy.
Wade Poppy, man. Come on, my boy caught. He even caught the Hornets and he caught a body on B.I. Bring it
sure did.
But go ahead, Aaron Baines.
That's all I'm saying. Look, that's all I'm saying is that I wasn't expecting the Suns to be hooping as much as they have.
Booker just had 44 too.
I'm about to say 44-9.
This is legit.
Is that?
I mean,
relate to the playoffs.
But we know the Suns. But the thing is, though, we know Devin Booker's going to ball every single night. But it's just, can the team around him produce enough to get the Suns to the playoffs? Yeah. So my thing is, Devin Booker won't be an MVP candidate if the Suns do not get to the playoffs.
Agreed. You need some wins.
Yeah. I can definitely say that.